Tim, he's always here. First one in every time. Tim's List TLC. Faithful. It's an old faithful. What's happened here? Why isn't the just turn him on. Got lots of things to do today. I bought a new pillar drill that I said I was going to buy. I bought a 25mm spade bit. And here we are, we'll see what's happening here. It's connected now. And try and connect again. And there we are. I only do this because I have. It's the only way I can monitor what. Hello, Susan. I know this is a bit of a mess at the moment, but we are getting. Well, I am getting sorted out slowly. I've been starting to make these little trucks. This is a big one I was going to do. I haven't done that one yet. Done a couple of these. I bought a pillar drill to make the wheels because I wasn't happy with the wheels. You can buy wheels and they come in bags. Let me show you. I bought a bag of them like this. Some of them are okay, some of them are not. They're not all centre. The holes aren't all in the centre, so they wobble like a clown's car. So I bought a pillar drill so I can make them myself, which at the moment seems to be successful. I've made quite a few actually. That one there's got a little bit, I'm not happy with that, so let's get rid of it. These ones are made out of pine, these ones are made out of beech. So I've got 7 of those, so I need one more because I'm not happy with that one. That was 8. This is a little truck that I made. I'll go and get it complete. There's one downstairs. In fact, I'll get 2 of them. I've made the one and it's higher axle than the other one, so it looks a bit like a monster truck. So I'm going to go and get those. I'll end up putting them, putting some tung oil on them. That brings the grain out wonderful. So I'll go and do that. I've got a birdhouse that I'm building as well. It's just a prototype at the moment of a very quick and easy birdhouse that I'm going to make. I'll show you how to put it together. I'll give you the dimensions of the wood, and you'll probably need a bigger hole than this for American birds. As always, it's usually bigger, not necessarily better, but bigger. So let's clamp this down, and I still need stickers. There's Susan's there, electric whittler. Tim, I think Tim's sending me one. I'm not sure what's happening there. If I clamp that on my sticker, then I haven't upset anybody. Hit the like button if you haven't already. 15 people in here watching. I'll go and get the little pickup trucks that I've made downstairs. Gosh, I've ended up with quite a handful. I'll show you that in a moment. That's one that I've made. This is a little truck, this little car I made. This is a truck with the wheels like that I've made. And that's the one, this shape. I don't know whether to, see that? I don't know whether to put that pattern on the door yet, and make that on the door. And this is like the one I made with like the monster truck wheels. These are the wheels that I bought, which you can see that's all out of line. See it, the way it's going around? So that's not ideal. And these are the wheels that I made, which are they're performing great, and they're a lot wider, twice as wide. So hi Billy, how you doing, buddy? We're getting the gang here slowly but surely. And so we'll start at the beginning. Let's get those wheels out of the way. Let's just this little racing car, and that's a solid block of wood, obviously shaped out, and just put some holes through, stick the 5mm dowels. The little wheels, they're a bit skewy, but it's okay, because I'm not going to be, if I charge anything for them at all, it won't be much. Let's get this brush, and it amazes me every time. The oh, we've got dirt on there. It's I think what I'm going to do is get a tissue. Get the tissue, get the tung oil, and let's start. Right, so we put the tung oil, this tung oil, always is wonderful stuff. Probably don't need that much, but maybe for 3. We'll start with this one, start at the beginning. Always amazes me the way it brings the grain out in the wood. I suppose it's whether you like the smell or not. It's probably like a thing called Marmite. You either like it or you don't. You probably don't have Marmite in America. Do you have Marmite in America? There's a question. Do you have Marmite in America? Have you even heard of it? And this actually is not waterproof, but it's water repellent. I love the smell of it as well. What are you up to today, Billy? I suppose it's early morning there, isn't it? It's 11 minutes past 3 in the afternoon here. If you're interested. And I'm not on here for long, just an hour or so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 o'clock here. So what's the time where you are, Billy? Hi, Mary. How are you? Are you delivering things? She's a very busy lady, Mary. Always delivering things. Never stops working. So if you order anything, got a good chance she'll deliver it. Tim's driving as well. I bet you Mary's driving. 10, 12, yeah, so that's wicked. That's wonderful timing then. So 10 o'clock in the morning there. 3 o'clock our time is 10 o'clock your time. I'm going to be doing 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to try and do one a day. Let's see how that lasts. Let's see if it lasts at all. Right, so I'm going to actually stain these. And see the way it brings up stain out. The grain, sorry, the stain. I'm happy with that anyway. It's not a hell of a difference, but it's enough to make it. See, that's the wood there. And this is with the stain on. I think it makes it look wonderful. Okay, so that's one done. On to the next one. We'll do this one next. I'm not going to use the burner on them. You know, the pyrography. Is it pyrography? Pyrography. I'm not going to do that anyway. I'm going to just use the tung oil. And I know I'm not taking much time painting these, but it will soak in and it will look wonderful whatever happens. So, and I will be only giving it one coat of this. What are you up to today then, Tim? Are you out and about? Are you working? Are you... What's everybody doing? The pigeon keeps coming into our garden. Oh, there's 2 of them now. We've got a bird watch tomorrow in England. If anybody's watching from England, go on a website and Googling bird watch, and it helps the bird population if you know where they are, what they're doing, and how many's in your garden and things like that. And they keep an eye on it. Costs you nothing but a bit of your time. You can apply there online, and they give you a form and things. And my wife does it. I don't do it, but my wife does. Well, I do it with her, obviously. But we'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's 1 day or 2. But it's just to try and help them monitor the birds, what birds you have in your garden, how many you see together, and things like that. And it all goes into a big database, and they keep a track on the birds. Well, that'd be something nice. And I'll let that soak in. I won't wipe it off with a cloth. And you see the difference? Only a subtle difference, but enough to make it look nice. And if the kids spill pop on them or water, it will repel it a bit. It won't, but it won't hurt it because they're so sturdy. They'll last for absolutely years. I should have taken the edge off that, which I will do with a knife. There we go, because we can. And then push that over like that. There you go. Bit of individuality there for the and then let's move that off. There's no sharp edges. Wonderful. Cool. You like the trucks? I actually started making them for my grandchildren. We've got 4, but the oldest one won't be interested. He isn't even interested in us anymore. He's 18. The 3 little ones, they are 5, 3 and 1. So they're obviously still into us. Enjoy seeing Grandad and Nana. And those years go so quickly, as you know. Enjoy every minute. It doesn't last for long. But life goes on, and we've got another one on the way. Hi, Mike. You know that song, Mike? Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Is there Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia? Sounds a mad question, I know, but I've heard the song Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, and obviously you would know if you're from there. Let's use a little bit more oil. This oil has lasted a long time now, so it's well worth the I think it was about £15 for the, is it a litre? I think it's 1 litre, £15, so it's well worth the money. Oh dear, Mike didn't answer me. Perhaps he's gone. Hope I didn't upset him. And I might still swap these wheels for the ones I've made. Yes, I am in the Blue Ridge. Wow. Gosh. Are they as wonderful as they sound? It was a Laurel and Hardy song, wasn't it? Show you my age there. What's Blue Ridge Mountain then? Is that a national park or something? What is it? It's kind of like the Grand Canyon, and because I know you all have lots of national parks, don't you? Which we've been to a few. Right, there's the trucks. Give my hands a little wipe. Let's put the lid back on there for now, so if I knock it over it. Very much so. If you like watching all the seasons and the outdoors, I love it. In fact, let's make Mike a moderator. Where is it? Where's my there you go. You should have a wrench. You should have a spanner, Mike, next time you write something. Several parks. John! Hi, John. Do you like my trucks, John? Made one there, and all I've done here with this one is put an extra block of wood underneath and raised it up a little bit. Only a little bit, and it looks so much better. So what we'll do is we'll put those, where's the, there you go. Just forgot that one little bit. So we'll put those in the bucket. Oh, I've forgotten the one bit at the back as well. So let's get some out of there. You can actually see a difference, so shows it works. Let's pour a little bit on. You're very welcome, Mike. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, me and my wife, we love national parks. We've been to lots of them. I say lots. There's lots in America, isn't there? We've been to a few. Yosemite, Sedona, Grand Canyon, Joshua Tree, Sequoia. Yeah, we've been to a few. Right, let's put these in there now so they can soak in. And on to the next one. This oil won't hurt this at all. Do you have a, you obviously got a YouTube channel, Mike? What do you do on your YouTube channel? Let's put that out of the way for a moment. Let's put the brush there. There are some more stickers coming. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is either put some perspex on top of these to protect them, or I'm going to put it up here and use another board. I don't know yet. Appalachian Mountains and the Appalachian Trail are a great place to visit if you can. I'm sure they are. I'd love to. My knowledge of America is very limited. Virginia, is it north, east, south or west of the United States? We've been to the California, obviously. We've never been to the east side. If we went to the east side, we'd have to go and visit Josh, Electric Whittler. And there's a few people there around about where he is. So far it has been just for my dogs. My wife and I are going to start showing videos of my woodworking and her bag making. Wow. Perhaps you should start 2 channels and have a little competition. People have said that my wife ought to do a channel and start showing her. She does tapestry work, and it's really is intricate and wonderful work. It takes her ages to do one, but yeah. Anyway, we'll see. Next thing I'm going to do now today is I want to attach this Celtic love heart. I carved this, I cut this out, carved it all. This has got tung oil on it. I made this silly little birdhouse. Didn't take long at all to make. And I'm going to show you one similar in a bit. Easy to do. I'm going to put a heart on there because, as you know, February is Valentine's, so I'm going to put a heart onto there. I'm going to leave it then, and then I'm going to stain the whole thing and with the tung oil. And do you think that's cheating if I've carved this? I cut that out and carved it. Is that cheating if I just stick it on there? Or do you think I ought to carve one into here? I ought to carve one into the wood? I'll just wait for you to give your opinion on that at the moment. I don't want people thinking I've just bought this from somewhere, because I haven't. I've made this and then stick it onto there. That's not cheating, is it? I'm going to put it onto there. I'm going to glue it on, possibly tack it on. Eastern USA, Washington DC is beside Virginia. Okay, so I've got a rough idea where it is now. I think Josh, Electric Whittler, he's in Carolina. I think it's North Carolina he's in. Sometimes he pops in, so if he comes in, we'll ask him. But I know America's a massive place, isn't it? So it's probably nowhere near. I know you catch aeroplanes like we catch buses, so... Right, nobody's had an opinion, so I'm going to glue that on. I'm going to carry on and do what I said I was going to do. I've got this new wood glue, which I'm going to give a try. And this is supposed to dry natural colour. Gorilla wood glue for the toughest jobs on planet Earth. Water resistant, indoor, outdoor, anti-clog applicator. I suppose we're going to find that out, aren't we? Here we go. About to find out. Be interested to know what colour this dries as. I think that's enough on there. So what I'm going to do now is try and put it on once. Okay. And we'll leave that. I think we'll soon see what colour that dries, won't we? Unless anybody knows. It says it dries wood colour. You can bet it's not the same colour as this wood. You just know that, don't you? That glue will foam up a little. Oh, well, I didn't. What? Look at that. Put your initials on the heart before you mount it. Yeah, I haven't done that. Never mind. It has foamed up a little. Okay. Do you just shut the lid, Mike, or do you have to rinse it or something? Sounds like you've used it before. I don't like the way it's see if I can use this in there at all. No, it's going to make it more messy, isn't it? Oh well. Water activates the glue. Try a test spot. Water activates the glue. Oh dear. The Gorilla Glue, does it? That's very similar to super glue then. Seems quite strong. We'll see what happens. Whatever. It's not the end of the world, whatever happens. And if it does end up looking quite messy, I can always put it in my own garden, so I'm not that fussed. If anybody says you've stuck that on, I'll say, yep, you're right, I have. The only reason I'm saying that is because I'm going to a show, a little artisan market. And in fact, I might even have, I think I've got a video on my YouTube showing how I made it. So that will be the answer, won't it? Look on my YouTube channel and you'll see me making it. Probably overthinking it. Mike, have to walk dogs, but I will be listening. Didn't intend on taking over your chat, so you're wonderful, thank you. You're okay, nobody else is talking, so you haven't taken over, you've contributed, which is much appreciated. And I was asking you questions and you answered. Who can ask for any more than that? Anyway, I'm going to put this tung oil on the rest of it now. Hopefully that will blend in. And it will certainly work on the roof. Soaks in wonderfully. And I've and protects it, so it's always best if you can use something natural, I believe anyway. Everything I say is my opinion, isn't it? You can see straight away how that alters the shade of the wood. Okay, I'm not going to use that on the front yet until I'm happy it's started to dry, which might take a little while. Okay. And turn him over. Nice to chat with you, Mike. That was wonderful. And it's nearly the season here now in England where all the birds start to breed and obviously have youngsters, and this all helps the population of them. I'm going to leave the front bit. Leave that bit for now, and we'll wait for that to dry. See what colour it is. Hope to God it doesn't dry white. No way I'm going to get a sander in there. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Put that over there, leave it to dry, see what happens, and take it from there. Right, now to the next one. Put that on there, won't hurt. Gosh, it's red hot in here. And there's my stencil from a pickup truck. Cool, Billy, thank you. These are the wheels that I was making. Do you want me to show you quickly how I make the wheels? Or do you all know? It's no big problem either way. I need to make one out of those anyway. So I think what I will do is I'll just show you quickly. And then I'm going to get these. This wood is soaking wet. I've cut it all. What I need to do is close that door a moment. Push that out of the way. Close this door. I haven't got much light over here, but it's enough. So we're going to make some wheels now. This will be my next thing of today. Let's turn that round. There's my new pillar drill. Look at that. That's a lumberjack pillar drill. Great bit of equipment, and it will be saving me money for sure. Right then. So just I'm going to do it there because that's like a nice bit of wood there. That's the reason I'm doing it, is because the wood was quite rotten in that part. So you just start that on. And yesterday as well, I discovered you put it onto I put it onto fast, but it was too fast. Okay, and then turn it over. You cut through like 3/4 of the way and turn it over. Just have to do that way. You'll find the hole, that's like a guide hole, and then go through again, slowly. There you go. That took a bit longer than normally. And then just pull that out, and because you've only gone 3/4 of the way through, you can just wiggle it out like that, and there's your wheel. Yeah. Now what you will need to do is get rid of that ridge, and that's just on a piece of sandpaper. Oh, Suzanne, back. Sorry, I'm kind of busy at work today. That's wonderful. What do you do, Suzanne? What do you do for a job? So that's making the wheels. Now what I've got now is I have everything like miniature compared to you guys. I've got a little sander. I haven't got a workshop, I've just got a little room that I use, and it's quite big compared to the shed I used to start with. So I'm going up in the world slowly, and when we do move I'm going to get a nice big workshop. That's for definite. Let's plug this in, clamp it down. And this is my little sander, which quite cute, and it does the job. And you just turn it on. Pulls the bit a bit. gets rid of that ridge. See that? I only made one, didn't I? I only had to make one. And then we'll put this back on. This part is actually for a grinding wheel. And that bit, I use that to buffer knives, chisels, gouges, that sort of thing. But I've got a faster one now here. So I literally only use this for sanding. That fall off there. I don't know if you can turn it. Yeah, you can turn it the other way. Perhaps that will help. Didn't help at all, did it? Just flew off and headed towards me. In fact, I could actually take this off now. I'll leave it on for now because it's and I could. Oof, gosh, it's boiling hot in here. Smaller, probably not on here. No, I've got another set somewhere, but I'm not going to find them now because it's not important. I could actually take that off. So anyway, I've done what I wanted to do. Let's just give that a quick whiz. Okay, and that's how I do the wheels. I will just do these while I've got this out. Wow, grants administrator, the local government. Wow. Oh gosh. Sounds like an important job. So you work for Trump? Only joking. Right. Yeah, it's handy, isn't it? Handy. And that's what I was saying to you. You can even, if you wanted to, in fact, that's why I've got it switched the other way. I don't like it going towards me if I'm sharpening the knife. I like it going away. So it goes away. These are razor sharp anyway, so, and then that's actually why I've got the other one, but that is scary sharp. Right, so that's done that for now. Has anybody heard from Matt Carves? There's the only reason I'm saying that is because there's a landslide in New Zealand and quite a lot of people have died. And as you know, Matt Carves, he's a I was hoping he'd pop in here and I'm going to ask him. He works for the fire service, firefighter, and he'll probably be involved if it's anywhere near him. But it sounded like quite a nasty national sort of thing, so sometimes they ship people in from all over the place, don't they? Anyway, I'm only wishing well for him. Alabama, that's what's that? Forrest Gump country. Was that Alabama? I only know a lot of places through movies. I'm going to have to get a map of America, aren't I? I'll get a map of America and put it on my wall, and then I'll know whereabouts you are in America. Right, so now we've got those. Those have, hopefully these, get my words out in a moment. Hopefully this will, oh it is drying wood colour. Ha! Well, that surprised me. Okay, well that's a winner. Winner chicken dinner. Let's get the birdhouse that I did earlier, and I'll get my dimensions. If anybody, yeah, I'll put my dimensions on here, and it was for a robin, but I've changed it to a blue tip now. This was my working out, but I have got to alter this to 120 was 170. And what else did I alter? The floor to 170, and I altered something else. Oh well, I'll have to alter it next time. Those are my dimensions anyway, if anybody wants to screenshot these now. That's for my birdhouse. And that's the size that I'm making now. So I'll show you this. Very easy to make. Unless something goes wrong, and something always goes wrong. Put that to one side for now, little stand. And we start with the base. I don't want to ruin these stickers. I'm not covering these over for any other reason that I want to oh yeah, supposed to meet friends at a cigar lounge and have some drinks. Wow. Cigar lounge. Oh, that sounds very posh. Very posh. Very posh indeed. How the other half live, eh? How the other half live. Right then. So this is and I'm going to tell you what sizes they are at the same time. And I am going to have to drill this, and I have bought a new drill bit. I think I'll do that to start with. 25mm, which is for the blue tips in England. Whatever part of the world you're in, find out what size holes you need for the birds that you're trying to attract and trying to get to breed in your garden. I'll clamp that down actually. I have ordered some more clamps, but I'm getting low on them. Right, so this is the first bit. Hopefully I'll get home early. I want to get some in my BJ. Oh, I had a long day. See how wet this wood is. I should have used my pillar drill for this, but never mind. In for a penny. Should have let the wood dry out, shouldn't I? Never mind. Got no patience at all. By Jove, I think we're through. Right, let's just see if we can tidy that up at all, because we don't want the birds getting splinters, do we? Okay, leave it at that a moment, and then what I will do is I'll just scoop that round. I don't want anything affecting the birds. Because I am doing it to help them, not to hinder them. In fact, I'll just swap that over. I bought that drill bit before. It's got a screw thing on the end and it's absolutely useless. So I'll just swap that over. I can stay there, 25mm for the blue tits in England. And what I'm going to do now is just clamp this down nice and steady. In fact, I can just do that, can't I? And I'll do that quickly. Just use a simple little gouge. I know I should have a glove on. If you know about it, why don't you wear one? Right, that's smooth enough. The birds always come along anyway and peck out a little bit in the hole and tidy it. They'll have a peck at that and they'll sort it out themselves. Just try and make it quite inviting, and then they'll carry on. Anyway, that's the bit done, and we'll start making it. This is 300mm long. This is the back, so it's 300mm. Shall we find out what it is in inches? Probably won't be able to tell you. 12 inches. It's 12 inches. 150mm wide, which is 6 inches. So it's roughly 6 inches wide, 12 inches long. So that's a start. Obviously we're going to have two sides, and these both the same. They're cut, I don't know what degree the angle is, but they're 200 there, 250 there millimeters. I'm going to stick to millimeters because if you want to convert it afterwards, that's completely up to you. Push it up to here, to the corner here. And what I decided was I'm going to have a flat bottom, so I can screw one piece onto the bottom, and then every season when they've stopped breeding, stopped nesting, and they've flown the nest, we can clean it out. All you do is you get the bottom, take the bottom off, and you'll pour boiling hot water out the kettle into there. It stops any of the other nasty bugs and stops the bacteria and all sorts of things like that. So, and it's good for the next one then. So what we're going to do is move this to the one edge. I'm going to put the clamp on. These Irwin clamps, I love them. And as I've already said, I've ordered some more. Clamp that on as well as you can. And it's flush there, flush there, flush at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do, because the wood is wet, there's no need to drill it. Normally I would drill it. That's only to stop it from splitting. Put the screwdriver attachment on there. Change it to screwdriver. And we'll put one in there. These are at the back, so it doesn't really have to look pretty. Good job, really. Just feel it with your finger and you'll feel that it's gone in there nice and flush. Then you don't want to go too high in case it sticks out of there, but we'll put it there. And that'll do fine. If you want to, you can put glue on. I don't really like doing that because of the fumes. The less chemicals you use, the better. I believe that anyway. Anything I say, obviously, is what I believe. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move this to the edge and go again. Push that onto there, put it onto here. And we can alter it once we've put the clamp on. That'll hold it enough. Nice and flush at the bottom. Once just knocking up a little bit. Too much. Okay, move it a little bit more. Just a fraction more. That's wonderful. Right, 2 more screws, and then you can look at where the other ones are and put them adjacent to those. So there, it's going to be about there, which is good. There, we'll go there, which is also good. Right. Actually, see how wet this wood is. Not ideal, but what is. Right, so now that looks a bit skewy, but that doesn't matter. We can bend it in, see? And now the front will go on there, nice and flush. Just like so. And I have put a little bit there. I've put a little bit of an angle on there just to carry on with the contour of the roof, of the sides. And what I'm going to do now is just going to screw a couple of screws into there. Where are they? And as I've already said, it doesn't have to be absolutely watertight. Because you want a certain amount of ventilation anyway. A little bit of ventilation doesn't hurt at all. So we'll put that there. And these are just bog standard plain birdhouses. And then I'll push that across to there. And just so you know, these are 40mm screws, 3.5mm by 40. And that's split. Just what I didn't want. Okay. Right. So it looks like I'm going to be having this one for myself. Typical. Okay. Right, I'm going to release that one out a little bit. In fact, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Screw it in a little bit more. Which opens the crack. Where's the little bit of super glue? And then this will be a little trick. Where's that little stick that I had? There's one there. Right, we'll drop a little bit of that in. Right, now release the screw a bit and that should come together again. Pump that across. Right, give that a couple of seconds. Okay. Hopefully now, in fact, I'll screw that in while the clamp is on. That's okay. Let's release it now. And there you go. Job's a good one. That's okay. Someone might moan about that, but for what I'm charging for them, I don't think I've got the right to moan. Anyway, let's put the top on now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need another 5 of these screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 screws. We're going to put 4 in there and 4 in the bottom. I am going to screw it now because I don't want that happening again. So where's the lid? There's a lid with an angle again. I'm going to push that there. Sorry, I bashed my old head. We're going to drill this. There you go. We're going to do one there. Do it faster, else we'll be here all day. Do one there. You can see how wet this wood is. It's all tannalised, it's treated so it can be used for outdoor use, which is the specific reason why I'm using this. Okay, so you undo that now, connect to the screwdriver, and these shouldn't split now. They're less likely to, but it's still not 100%. Which is what I should have done. Yeah, they're trying to cut corners and doesn't always work, does it? Right, there you go. Then what we need to do then is just put the base on, and this base, as I've said, will be removable. And put it on like that, or in fact we'll put it on like that, and that will work out wonderful. So we need to swap this over. Going to put that onto there. One onto there. one onto here. And one there. Cordless drill is a wonderful thing. If you've just got a screwdriver, you'll know how hard it is to do. And the comparison. I had a screwdriver before this, would have took me forever. Hand drill and a screwdriver. Some people believe in the traditional way. Hello there, Eep Jen. How are you? And all I'm doing today is making a birdhouse, so I like to make birdhouses, try and help the population. And this is very heavy because it's wet. But that's just a bog standard, plain, simple birdhouse that will last for a long time. And what I need to do is, because that's the front there, I didn't even realise, I'm going to have to move that round. Unfortunately. Let's speed that up. No harm done. That's the front, so I want the front to look nice. So what we're going to have to do is put that in there. And this bit is already drilled, so there's no problem. Let's just slow that down a little bit. And it is the final little, the finer touches that make a lot of difference. You'll see what I mean when I turn this round now. And that'll come flush now with there, which looks better, I think. Okay. That's a nice little bird box for someone to have. Very sturdy. And I am going to be making the others. I'll just show you one that I've done. That needs to be made into a birdhouse. And I'll put it onto here for now. There's one. That's the bird hole entrance. These are the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the mouth is actually the hole that the birds go in and out of. I'm going to do a little bit of carving onto the moustache here, and that is what I put onto the birdhouse. It's pine, white pine, Mike. Pine. That's why I use tung oil. And now you can never have enough clamps. Never have enough clamps. But they've shot up in price. I've noticed they've shot up in price. A couple of years ago they were like £4 each. Now they're £12 each. So that's a hell of an increase. But things go up. Things go up. And I'm working on a green man still. So I'll put that out of the way for a moment and show you the green man I'm working on. I've been on here an hour and a half now, so I'm not going to be on here much longer. It's boiling on. Let's move this across. Got a few different stands now, so and that's the clamp that I'm working on. Let's just finish with a bit of nice carving. None of that electric stuff. Cool Gaming, hello. Hello, Cool Gaming. Eep Jen. Mike's here again. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Cost you nothing. I'm going to do a couple of leaves and then I'll leave it at that. Let's get my mallet and my... Let's see if I can see the conversation from there. Sometimes it's difficult. Let's get the mallet. There's my wooden mallet. Let's pick that. Pick this gouge. I should know what number the gouges are, but I don't. Okay. Larger and smaller, that's the hashtag long. Very well, thank you, Cool Gaming. Do I know you, Cool Gaming? Do I know your name? What's your name? Seems like I know you. Right, I'll V-gouge, I think, for that. These magnetic racks are a wonderful thing. And this jaw horse is wonderful as well. Everything's wonderful. Oh, that's the number. What does that mean now? What does that even mean? So, okay then, Mike. That is small. You agreed? That's small. That's got. Why haven't they got a number on them? Oh, have they? Let's get. Gosh, you need a magnifying glass to see that. God knows what that is. And then this is a big one. Oh, it just says USA. Flex Cut USA. So the small one is number 1. And this one is a number 9. Is that how it works? Or is that a number 1 and that's a number 9? I just don't know. I know how to use them, but well, to a degree. That needs sharpening. Larger and smaller is the number on the wood carving gauge. Is the number of the wood carving gauge. Larger than number. So larger the number, the bigger they are. Or am I just being stupid? Right, why isn't that on? That's why, because it's not plugged in. Let's get rid of that a moment. Plug that on. That's all I normally need. Yep, and we're good to go. That's the best way I've found for sharpening them. Oh, sorry, I went over my head completely. Number doesn't matter to me either. It does to some people. Sorry. Literally roasting here. My wife's put the heating on. Right, there's not much I can say about that. Right, so now I'll put my large gouge down and get my smaller one out. And we will do this one. Okay. What do you think of my t-shirt? See? Great charity that is. Here in England. Right, let's always promoting their charity, which is not a bad thing. I need a smaller one. So I'm getting all technical now. Smaller one and a bigger one. And I'll just hollow these out at the moment, then I'll be tucking them under once I've got them sort of how I want them. And I've only got 5 more minutes and I'm going to go with my wife and get some bedside table lamps and a chandelier. So you know, those crucial things that you have to do. Right. In fact, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm sweating my head off and I'm going to go outside and have a yeah, very nice meeting you as well, Mike. Take care. You've seen a variety of things that I do. I built a birdhouse, put the front on another birdhouse. Let's just see how that's dried wonderfully now. Let me just show you that. This is the birdhouse that I made a little heart on. See that the way it's dried now? There's a little bit in there, but it's all drying wood coloured, as it says on the packet. I'm quite happy with that. Birds will love going in there. And let's say goodbye, and remember, whatever you do, do it well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.